Good morning, everybody. I'm Karen Taradas. It's Wednesday morning, and welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here with me this morning. I appreciate your time. I hope everybody's doing great this week, and they're having an awesome week. Today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about LinkedIn. It's not a platform we discuss a whole lot, and I wanted you to have more information. So we're going to do the 5 things you can do to engage your leads on LinkedIn. So let's just jump right in. One of the very first things, and I'm sorry, I should probably give everybody a minute to get on here. Good morning, Jenny. There she is. Well, Jenny's here, then everything can get started. So let's go ahead and start. I want to talk about the 5 things you can do to engage your leads on LinkedIn. So number one, and I think one of the most important things, is you need to have a summary that really conveys what you do. Now, you might be the president of your company, the owner, the CEO, and that is fabulous. But listing that in your main real estate on your LinkedIn profile will get you nothing. So you need to talk in your profile about what you bring to the table. What is your benefit? What's in it for them? Because that is the thing that everybody sees. They see your picture and your name, and then that very first sentence that they're going to see is your job title. And instead of having a title like CEO or owner, you need to bring a value add. Something like, and I'll use myself as an example, generating, good morning. Good morning, Kyra. How are you? I hope you're doing great. You want to have information there that benefits them. So I use the growing your sales and influence through social media. And that tells them exactly what I do in one single sentence, and it gets to the point. And that's exactly what you want. You want your summary to be a summary. It doesn't need to be 18 pages long. It doesn't need to talk about you worked at Dairy Queen when you were 14. Get your summary done so that it focuses on what you bring to the table, and make sure that summation sentence that shows up right under your name is powerful. It needs to really tell the message. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you want to leverage your feed to deliver your content so that it establishes your expertise. Okay, what does that mean? It means if you're going to take the time to post on LinkedIn, quotes are great, but they need to be relative to what you're doing. If you're Genny and you talk to people and you motivate people, motivational quotes work. If that's not what you do, that may not be what you need to post. You want to bring the value that establishes your expertise. Talk to people about tips on how to buy, how to sell, what's working, percentages, how to get loans. I mean, bring the content, bring the education, because that's really important and that's what people want to know. And the stats on LinkedIn will tell you that if you post regularly, just regularly post on hey Jody, good morning. If you just regularly post on your own feed, on your own profile, that you are something like 20 times more likely to be viewed than if you actively go out and pursue people directly through messaging, which is crazy. Those stats are crazy. Okay, that's the first 2 things. Make sure your summary's good. Make sure you bring the value. Your number 3 thing is you want to create unique conversation starters. Anytime anybody sends you one of those, hey, let's connect, it's a generic canned message. And I'm guilty. I've done it. I'll be the first person to admit that, but you don't need to do that. You need to have something unique, something that is creative to you. If you're upbeat, be upbeat. If you're funny, be funny. If you met them at a chamber, hey, I met you the other night at the chamber, let's connect on LinkedIn. Just make it unique. And it doesn't have to be unique to the 3,000 different people you invite. Excuse me. Awesome. I have myself sneezing live and forever. Sorry, guys. It just needs to be unique to you. So that's important. You don't want to use the canned message. It looks kind of lazy and it doesn't always fit. So make sure that you use something that's unique to you. That's the 3rd thing. The 4th thing is you want to monitor notifications for special occasions. Thank you, Jenny. She's just blushing. I don't know why I think that's funny, but I think it's hilarious. If it's somebody's birthday, if they get a promotion, especially since LinkedIn is more business-oriented, promotions are a big deal. And when they change their job title, when people take the time to go in and update their profile and change their title, that's a big deal to them. So it could be a big deal to you. Really simple congratulations post can make all the difference in the world. monitor the special notifications. Okay, that's number 4. So number 5, you want to develop in-mail and messaging that actually moves the sales through your pipeline. Okay, what does that mean? I've already told you to be unique when you reach out. So what does it mean for you to develop messaging that moves the what is that? It means you don't want to have an automated copy-paste response. You want it to be relative to what you're doing with them. And a good formula to follow is it's a 2-to-1. You say 2 things about the connection and you say 1 thing about you. Hey, I see that you got promoted. I noticed that we're both chamber members. And then I am, and then the grand finale, and people forget this, move them off LinkedIn. I'd really like to follow this conversation up. What's the best email to reach you? Can I contact you by phone? What are your office hours? Get them off LinkedIn, because as much as I love LinkedIn and Facebook and all of the social media platforms, you don't own that contact until you have their phone number or their email in your hand or in your marketing funnel. So that's huge. And that's what you want to do. It's all about establishing your expertise, connecting with them on a level that benefits them, not you, and then moving that conversation to close by taking it off LinkedIn and following up with information that's important to them. It's a big deal. And those are the 5 top ways to really engage your leads on LinkedIn. Now tomorrow, just for Genny's folks, I'm going to have a special webinar on LinkedIn. It's free for you guys. You can jump on. It's going to be kind of long, probably close to an hour, but I'm going to cover everything. I'm going to talk to you about how to use your profile. I'm going to talk to you about groups. I'm going to give you some stats. I'm really going to get into it for anybody who wants it. And I'll probably record it for those of you who can't jump on live. But I love your questions. I want to see your questions. If there's anything you want to know, if there's anything I want to help you with, I'm going to put up in this... Excuse me, I am so sorry. I'm going to put up in this, on this live, in the comments, I'm going to put up an article about great conversation starters that you can kind of use to help get you started, because I lose all my creativity when I'm sitting in front of a blank screen. I'm like, I don't know what I want to say. It's very helpful. And you could probably copy and paste a little bit of that, but it'll help kind of get you moving in the right direction. And I thought that would be a good piece of information to share with you guys. So I'm going to share conversation starters in this feed today so you can see it. If you want to, join me tomorrow, totally free. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to answer. I'm here to help. And I love your questions. So thanks for joining me this morning. I appreciate you guys. I'm so glad that I get to be here and do this stuff with you. Love it. Thanks a lot. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tech Tip Tuesday. Thank you. And the waving. And I'll see you next week.